Hey, how you doing? I just want to talk about the gang stalking and how when you come across people in society, they call you ungrateful, um, you know, just for having political views, on, religious views, um, opinions on your sexuality and freedoms in the world today that people are entitled to have. And they call people ungrateful. And that's because they're the most gang stalkers are the most ungrateful people in the world today, and it doesn't matter what you do. uh, like, I've been hit with frequencies, I get hit with all kinds of technology, and they abuse me on so many levels. Like, there's not one part of my body that they haven't hit, and and they have the audacity to call me ungrateful and things. If like you ever if you ever tell a gang stalker that you're grateful for being abused and tortured and things like that, they'll probably do it double as much. They'll probably do it twice as much as you're getting gang stalked now, as you're being defiant against all this gang stalking in your life, this monsterhood. And just I wouldn't recommend being grateful to a rapist, to a torturer, to somebody who abuses you every day. And you've got to stand up for your rights as a human being and speak out up against the abuse and torture that's in your life, and everyone around you that's abusing you and being turned into monsters and things like that. And you know, you've been isolated from people. You've been like ostracized from everything. You've been, they're using every tactic to get to you and break you down as an individual, and all they've ever done is try to attack you. And you don't have to be grateful for that. Okay, it's just that's a big mind control MK Ultra tactic that they use in creating slaves and things in their society today. And you know, don't believe for 1 second that gang stalkers are grateful, because they're not. They're self-serving, selfish people, and all they do is gang stalk people every day, and they never give me a moment of peace. These people, all they do is like attack and disturb me and manipulate everything around me. And you know, I think TIs are some of the most grateful people in the world. We're loving, caring people, and we're concerned about other people around the world getting gang stalked and abused, and little children being abused, and all kinds of like sick, nefarious, sinister things that are going on in the world. And and it's good that there's people out there that are talking about it. And that's because there's we're grateful people, and we care about humanity and what's going on with the world, and how they're trying to destroy us all and manipulate everybody, and turn them into slaves, and and depopulate the planet and do things like that. And you don't have to be grateful for things like that in the world, and not giving people a future of any sort. And you got more than right to speak out and stand up for your rights, as Bob Marley said, and be grateful. And just be grateful to God every day. That that I'm breathing, and and simple things like that. And we're more caring about than they are. You know what I mean? Because these people, they don't give a fuck about nothing. And they're they're gang stalkers are some of the most ungrateful people I've ever seen. And in the torture tactics and all the eyewitness accounts that I've seen all over YouTube, and my own personal experience. And millions of people report gang stalking for a reason. That's because they're being hit with being assaulted in the worst ways you can imagine. Okay? And they've got every right to be angry, every right to feel sad, and speak out against this evil. And like, those are normal emotions. You know what I mean? Human emotions. When somebody hits you, like, you want to hit back, don't you? And and like they try to call you ungrateful, and it's the most sick fucking MK Ultra tactic I've ever come across in my experience. And they're calling us ungrateful, and don't believe it for 1 second, okay? And you've got every right to stand up for yourself when you're being attacked, okay? And you have every right to defend yourself. Countries like America, if somebody steps on your property and tries to rob you and tries to rape you or anything, you have the right to shoot that person. You understand? Because you're protecting your property, and it's within the Fifth Amendment to protect your rights. Second Amendment, sorry, in the American Constitution. And, you have the right to bear arms, you know what I mean? To protect your family and things like that. And, if somebody's like attacking you, you're within your rights to defend yourself. And, it's not being ungrateful. It's just defending your life, defending your honor, and defending your livelihood, and that someone's trying to take away from you. And these monsters, all they want to do is take away freedoms and liberties and your political views, your religious views, your sexuality. And they want to control your whole life. And they want to handle you and, control everything that you do. And gang stalkers, have been all manipulated and things like that to believing that they're more grateful than a human being is. And that's far from the truth. And they've all been coerced sexually and things like that, and blackmailed in some sort of way. And it wasn't like, openly in the open, where people are just talking to each other face to face. It was all done nefariously. It was done behind people's back. It was done in a very sly way to trap people, using honeypots, using people, all kinds of things. And, and it wasn't grateful for them either. They were all tricked. And that's why, I don't believe TIs are ungrateful people, and it's far from the truth. And so, we're the most caring people in the world, and we're concerned about people being gang stalked around the world, and how all these Stasi, COINTELPRO, and all these other corporations, Monsterhood, are all running the world. And, and they're trafficking people, and, they're assaulting people everywhere they go. And, they're the most ungrateful people in the world today. And because, they're all being manipulated in some sort of way, and they hate us for it, that we're not like them, that we haven't been trapped like they have. And, they're so desperate, they just want to take you down in any way necessary. Because, they feel as if it's, they're being hired by, paid, to do things to people. They get hired. That's how my targeting started, People coming, to my house, all these different personalities, all these different people. And, all of a sudden, I'm looking ungrateful to these people, and it's the biggest joke that it's I've put my hand up, I've tried to get help in every sort of way, and it's all a big lie. All these people are actors, and they're the ones who are ungrateful and things like that, and they have, it's just really they need to show more empathy towards human beings. And gang stalkers don't show that. You know what I mean? They just show nothing but contempt and try to breed fear. They're fearmongers and they're hell raisers. And, they're trying to raise hell on earth here as we speak today. And you don't have to be grateful for that. Just be grateful to God, man. And just be grateful for your friends and family and your life before you met a gang stalker. Just be grateful that you had a life before you met a gang stalker. And you appreciate that you didn't bump into one of these assholes before they ruined your fucking life. And, just be grateful to God, love the trees, love the sky, love the animals, and the birds and love nature, you know, just be out there in nature and just express your great gratitude and use meditation and all those tactics and pray to God and thank God every day and things like that. You don't have to pray to no demon that's ungrateful towards you anyway. All they want to do is just destroy you as you're a person and who you are, your individuality, your religious views, your political views, your sexuality. They want that all gone. And so they can control it and manipulate it and turn you into a slave, right? That they can control. And it's like, I'm not trying to be ungrateful. I just don't want to be this slave fucking getting molested every day by these people, okay? And, you know, don't believe it for 1 second that these people, that you're ungrateful, that a TI is ungrateful. We're the most concerned, caring people around. And we're making these videos to get the message out there in the world. And, you know, whatever political view you have, whatever religious view you have, whatever your sexuality is, I stand together with TIs all across the world. And hopefully we can all come together and stand up to this evil that's happening in the world. And with that being said, take care.